Okay. Thank you.
I got you a glaze for my.
We need a test.
We live?
Yeah.
Why you ain't tell me we live?
What you saw me cook the last one.
Nope. What if I would have said something that the people didn't need to know? They would have knew then.
What's wrong with it?
Oh. Yeah. Hey, Trisha.
You could see the studio.
Hmm?
I said if people could see the studio.
It's a mess. Come on through. Hey, Monica. Hey, Reese Cup. Hey, y'all. Hey, Lisa. Make sure y'all hitting that thumbs up when y'all come in the building.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, blogs.
Good morning, blogs. I tried to call you.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Come on through. Come on through. Come on through. I did a quick switcheroo, right, Monica? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to go in the room.
No, I don't know where I put the bag at. He was jumping all over the man.
There's usual.
Oh. Good to everybody.
Hey, Facebook. We on Facebook today?
Yep, we on Facebook.
Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. If you're on Facebook and you're writing comments, we're not on Facebook to see the comments, so just jump on over YouTube.
I'm going over to Facebook.
A lot of you don't know that if you already have a Gmail account, you already have a YouTube account, it'll use your Gmail to get you into YouTube. All you have to do is subscribe to the Kingz, and that'll give you the opportunity to type in the chat. Because a lot of people will just come and watch and want to know why they can't type in the chat. You have to subscribe to be able to type in the chat. So y'all can do that, because a lot of y'all are starting to watch us every day on Facebook, and then I see your comments after the fact. But if you're on YouTube, we'll see your comments now, and we can respond, and you can be part of the conversation. So come on over and become part of the conversation. Oh, my God. I'm excited, y'all, because tonight is going to be the show that me and Tremel have been waiting for. You just noticed that, Trisha? I've been gave you that. Tonight is going to be the show that me and Tremel have been waiting for, and so has Sunrise, because she even said it on her live last night. But she's excited to be on the show tonight. So tonight on Coffee with the Kingz, we have Coffee with the Kingz tonight. No. Coffee with the Kings is right now. Q&A with the Kings is tonight.
Or are we doing Q&A?
It's going to be like Q&A because she's going to answer questions and stuff like that. So it's still like a Q&A. It just won't be you guys sending us in questions and stuff like that. It'll be her doing her thing as a tarot card reader. She is going to actually do some readings live on the live tonight. So I'm just telling you guys, if you want one, be prepared because we're going to bring you in. So have your hair done, have your makeup done, however you want to look, make sure you look that way because we are bringing you on. And you'll be able to see her and she'll be able to see you and give you a quick reading. It's not going to be a full reading. And then if you're interested in what she has to say, at that point you can contact her on her Facebook page and you can go get a full reading with her if that's what you choose to do after the fact. Yeah. But, hey Charlene. Hey Melissa. I'm looking at everybody that's just joining the chat. Yeah, so that will be tonight. And she will definitely do that. She's very excited. We're going to have an interview with her first so you guys understand what it is that she does. You get a better feel of what it is that she does. And hopefully any questions that you may have in your mind before she starts readings, we'll answer with asking her the questions and giving the answers. Last night, her message was very powerful. I know Monica was on her live last night. Her message last night was very powerful. She basically was saying, stop feeling inadequate. Stop letting people make you feel like you're not deserving, like you're inadequate. The word I want to use is escaping my head right now, the word that she used, so I'm using other words around. Oh my God. I can't think of, the whole word just escaped my mind. It must be on those settings. The whole word escaped my mind. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go to her live and tell y'all what it was because I hate when I do that. I hate when I know what I'm talking about and I forget words and stuff like that. Yes, that's what it was. Her message, she was talking about insecurities and how not to let your insecurities stop you and prevent you from doing the things that you want to do, and how to overcome some of your insecurities to be a better person. Mm-hmm. And she was very transparent. She spoke of what her insecurities was. She actually was trim out. Her skin tone was an insecurity for her. And you saw the picture we had up of her, and you'll see tonight if she has her hair up. She has long, beautiful hair. But her insecurity was that people kept telling her, even though it was long and beautiful, it was too thick. So she always wanted to perm her hair. And you never know what a person's insecurities are. You never know. No matter how confident a person may sit in front of you and pretend to be, because I've done it. People don't even know I had insecurities. People don't know I still do. And because I'm very confident, and I won't show people my insecurities because I feel they'll play on them and they'll try to use them against me. So a lot of people like me learn to hide them and learn to cover them up and overcompensate with confidence so that, you don't know I'm insecure about something. You don't know that I don't feel like I'm whatever based on my insecurities. So her discussion last night was very, very good. It was very good. It was very good about insecurities, how to overcome them. Mm-hmm. You can check that out. I'll put her Facebook page in the chat. It's actually, if you're my friend, I shared her video last night. So you can go on my Facebook page and you'll see the video up there. It was a very powerful message. It was a very good message. And that's what drew me and Tremel to her, because she speaks on issues and things like Monica does and me and Tremel does. And she tries to empower people with a positive message of things that you can do to better yourself and improve your life and to even just manifest things into your everyday life that are positive. So give her a check out. I'm telling you, you guys won't be disappointed, and you guys will meet her tonight. She is very excited about tonight. She's been excited since we asked her to come on the show. We've been excited since we asked her to come on the show, and we're honored that she said yes. So, guys, don't forget tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Be back here, the Q&A with the Kings, featuring Sunrise. You won't be disappointed, trust me.
Yes, and I just want to give a quick shout out to all the people watching on Facebook. My cousin Carla is in here, Carla McRae. Hey, Carla. It's been so long since we've had a chance to talk. As you can see, I've been so busy. And
hey, Michael,
I want to send a shout out to Monine, Casey Blake, and Lawrence Rotano, and Calvin Elliott, and Saira Bryant. No, Saria Bryant. I'm sorry for pronouncing your name incorrectly. And also, I gotta send a shout out to my son Maurice.
Of course.
I gotta send a shout out to my son Maurice. He I'm praying for Maurice. Yeah, I pray for him. But he's made such great strides. I gotta tell you everything that's happened.
Let me tell y'all something. A lot of you, and I'm gonna say this every day until some of this resonates with some of you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all listen to me and Tramel every day. And a lot of you love what me and Tramel says. A lot of you listen to Monica every day. And a lot of you love what Monica says every day. But a lot of you know we talking about you in a situation, not that we know you like that, but whatever we're talking about, that situation resonates with you because it is a part of you, whether it be Monica, whether it be us, and MJ&J family, because some of you don't know us as Monica, you know us as MJ&J family. When we give you guys messages and Monica gives you tips, it's because we want you to apply them to your life. If the shoe fits, put it on and wear it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you are listening and you're getting what we're saying, but you're not applying it to your life. If the shoe fits, put it on and apply it to your life. Mm-hmm. It's not easy. It's not easy removing toxic people out of your life. It's not easy finding self-love. You're not going to do that in a day. It's just not going to happen.
But you just got to
try. We all wish that happens, but once you start trying and starting to try to remove the toxicity out of your life and try to start living a more positive life and try to start living in your truth and try to stop letting people take advantage of you, it will become easier every single day, single time.
It's not about it's you don't have to be as transparent as we are. You don't have to. You maybe perhaps one day you may be as transparent with us and share your story with others. But you don't have to be as transparent as us. But please take the tools that we give you and apply them to your life because they do work. They actually do work when you apply them to your life. They really do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about mental health. We need to have a conversation about mental health and us taking care of our mental health, especially in our community. And we can only talk about our community because we are what? That's right. In our community, mental health is looked down upon. And you know what? First, let me just say this, Joseph. Because and this is one of the reasons why I feel the need to do this segment on mental health. I am so sick and tired of some of these content creators saying the things that they say about mental health and calling people retarded. That is a bad word. That is a bad word. Don't ever use it again. If you have used that word, it's a bad word.
And when the former first lady could get on her podcast and admit that she's battling with slight depression right now and anxiety because of what's going on in the world, we all can go through it. Yes. Everybody looks up to Michelle Obama. Everybody looks up to her. And because she is like an ideal. She was. When she was the first lady, most of us still regard her as being the first lady. She was respected. She was revered. And for her to come out and say, I'm battling depression because of what's going on right now around me, what's going on in the world, the state that the world is in. If Miss Michelle Obama can go through that and admit that, you're just a regular person.
Right.
So if it's affecting her, it has to be, and it doesn't even have to be the state of the world. Right. It could be anything affecting you where you need to get help or talk to somebody or seek help. Last night, Tremel and I were honored. We got a phone call for intervention, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared. They were like, Joseph, I need you and Tremel's help. My friend is on the verge, and they're talking about suicide, and you and Tremel are so good at what y'all do. Please talk to them. And we did, and it was such a feeling of, after we were done, the person was like, oh my God, I feel so much better. I really understand what they say. I really know what I need to do now. I need to make changes. I can't put my happiness on other people. And it was like, I did all of that. Did you not get a sense of fulfillment?
Yeah, because I've been there before.
Right.
I've been there before, and there was something that I could share with this person that helped me weather through it. It was several things that this person said that resonated with me and what I had gone through, that I could relate to him. And I was able to take those things that I have been through, those experiences that I have been through, and I was able to share those things with that person and make them feel a whole lot better about their situation. I was able to give them tools that may help them weather through whatever they need to weather through. And that's what it's all about, guys. And please trust me when I say this, that word retarded is revered as a bad word, even in the medical field. You people that work in the medical field, you do not refer to people as retarded. You refer to them as MR. You refer to them as that, and that's respectfully, because there are a lot of people in this world that are slightly MR, that are totally MR, and they deserve the respect. Just because they're MR doesn't mean that they are the dregs of society or they're looked down upon. We have to learn how to speak to one another. We do have to learn how to speak to one another. We do have somebody that came in because I put the link in, and so I'm going to let someone come in. Hello there. How are you?
You probably see me around a few times. Great to see all of you. It's Angel, but of course my channel name is Angel's Army.
Yes. Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing well, and the past couple of streams that you do have really hit home because I struggle with autism, ADHD, bipolar, mood, and seizure disorders. But do I ever let those get to me? No. Because for me, I've struggled with so much, and there's been so much that I've done with my life that I just am proud that I came this far. And your streams really hit home the past couple of days. And for those that know me, for those that have seen me testify on the Safe Space of Love this week, it really is appreciative of what you guys think of me. Because believe it or not, the way that I came in my life is so accomplishing that it's hard to believe that someone like myself would make it this far.
Mm-hmm. Right. Thank you so much, Angel. I really appreciate you for coming on because I can relate to you as well. I do have bipolar disorder and I do deal with depression as well. And so that's why I felt the need for us to do this segment today, because we need to get the message out to the masses that just because you deal with a mental issue does not mean that you are lesser than anyone else. And we need to have an understanding of what mental health is, what the medications are, what the treatments are, the therapy, and all those things. And I really appreciate you coming on because your message that you just brought to everyone it's going to help someone out there. And thank you so much. Is there anything else you have to say?
You were talking about yesterday about believing in yourself and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that what everyone needs to do is because when you don't believe in yourself, you think that you are nothing. And look, we are all something within inside of ourselves to make a difference. Like whatever it is that you are, to bring yourself out there to the world and don't be afraid. And look, just because you slipped up, or just because you did not think that you would get the attention that you wanted, it doesn't mean that you should give up or fail on yourself. Just keep moving forward, because the further you go, the further you'll proceed in your life and what you believe in. Because if you believe, you can achieve. And I kept on believing in myself, even during the time that I was under guardianship, where they did several restrictions on me, and it almost as though I was like a slave to them. I never bowed down to them. I never gave up on my dreams, my goals. And now that I'm my own independent person, I am going to make the best of what I can in my life from here on out. And last year was really the biggest year for me because I had moved from Minnesota here to Arizona last year. And it really was a big thing because my family lives here in Arizona, and I was separated from them for 15 plus years. And I did connect with them, but it was every so often, just over the phone. We weren't able to see each other in person. And with what I struggled with what my guardianship and my services, like my social worker, were doing to me, I just never let them have control of me, thinking that they can get the best of me.
Right.
Because guess what? I myself knew what I wanted, and I just kept on pressing myself into going where I want in my life.
Right. Wow. It sounds like you're an advocate. Do you have a page? Do you have a website or something that you want to share?
No, but everyone loves when I tell them about the struggles that I've dealt with and how far I've come, just as someone who dealt with the kind of stuff. They love it because it really inspires them to keep working harder towards what they want.
That's great. Yes, your story sounds very, very inspiring. We would love to have a sit down and have another chat with you at some other time. Is it possible that you can? Well, this is what you do. We'll put all our information in the description box of this video, and I would like for you to contact me because we would love to do I would love to do a one-on-one interview with you. And get a little bit more in depth of what you are, what you represent. And I think that you really need to start something. You need to start a conversation. People like you, we need to hear from, because like I said, there's a lot of people out there. They say things not because people say things because they're ignorant and they're afraid. People most of the time when they're afraid of something, they say stupid things or they do stupid things. And you're living proof that someone with a mental issue can be okay in this world and walk and talk and do whatever they want to and be independent and take care of themselves. And that story needs to be heard.
And also, someone with a mental disability, we say things and do things, but it's not in any of our intention. It's just because of how we are and what we are built with. But kind of like, let's say, if I caused a ruckus here on your stream and punched a hole in the wall, it wasn't my intention. No, it's just because of my mental disability.
Right.
But later on, we regret the things that we do.
Right. Exactly. So where are you located again?
Arizona.
You're okay. Arizona. Yes, please. I think we have another person that wants to come on, but I would like for you to copy our information so that we
I believe we're already connected with each other on Instagram. And I already followed you on Twitter yesterday. So you might have to go to your followers and look for Angel's Army so you can follow me back so I can message you there. So yeah, I'll get in contact with you because there's just so much to my life that I just want people to hear about that I went through. And the other day I was on Safe Space to Love doing a testimony talking about this, and it really hit it home for a lot of people.
Yes. Thank you so much, Angel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm pretty sure that people in the chat really appreciate you coming on and sharing a little bit of your story. We will be in contact with you. I promise you that.
Yeah, I'll message you sometime later today.
All right.
I'll talk to you later. I'll let whoever's backstage come on. It's great being on here and glad to be connected with the two of you.
Thank you so much, Angel. You have a great
day.
Bye-bye. I thought you said somebody else was here.
What's that?
Where?
Right there.
Oh, is that someone?
They popped up before.
Oh, no, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
So your girlfriends are up to it again. But we're going to ignore that.
Yeah, we're going to ignore stuff like that. Listen, people, mental health comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, just everything. And listen, it's being ignorant to it is not going to make it go away. We are in the midst of a pandemic. Do you guys understand that we know what you guys are going through?
Hey,
listen, you have a reason to be afraid. You have a reason to be depressed about all the things that are happening in this world right now. And this is something that has never happened before. You know, even Joseph and I, we're in a position where sometimes we're afraid to go places, you know, and we do get sometimes depressed about having to stay in the house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not easy. And I know it's not easy on you guys, and I know it's not easy to talk about. Some people out there have children that, you know, that they have to take care of. Their children are just running around and going crazy. And listen, children ain't nothing easy to take care of. I know that I joke about kids and stuff like that, but seriously, children are nothing to joke about when it comes to taking care of them and keeping them company and keeping them occupied and making sure they got something to eat all day and all those things that mothers, single mothers and single fathers do. It's not easy. I know. Listen, I know it's not easy. I've had my niece or my nephew over with me for about a couple of hours and be ready to take them and put them in the car. And I'll be looking at my niece like, how do you do it? I sometimes look at Monica and like, how do you do it? And your mental capacity is still the same. You got all these burdens on your chest. How am I gonna feed my child? How am I gonna feed my child? How am I gonna make enough money to keep them occupied? How am I? What are we gonna do? It's your mental health. You got it. That is the most important thing. It is. It's the most important thing. You can't hide it. And you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of it. I used to be ashamed of my mental health. I did. I used to be ashamed to tell people that I had bipolar disorder. I thought everybody was going to think I was crazy. Until I realized that bipolar doesn't mean that you're having bipolar. It doesn't mean that you're crazy. You know?
Hey, Donna.
It doesn't mean that you're crazy. But stop being ignorant, guys, to what's going on. Stop being ignorant to what's going on. Ignorant is not being stupid. Ignorant is not knowing. Okay? So please don't take offense to me saying that. It's about not knowing. If you don't know something or if you don't know of something, then that's ignorance. You know, but for the most part, most of us do use it in a negative capacity, but I'm trying to use it in a positive capacity. Ignorance is not knowing. Stop being ignorant to what's going on in your surroundings. If you have a friend, a family member, or somebody that's trying to weather through something on a mental level, sit down and have a conversation with them. Don't sit there and don't accuse you. If you continue, because that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me when I first, before I got diagnosed. I had a friend that told me, you know what, you crazy. You need to go and see a doctor. And I was like, you better get the hell out of my goddamn face. What the fuck are you talking about? I need to go see a doctor. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. No, that's not the conversation. That's not the conversation that you need to have. You need to find out, is everything okay? Is everything okay with this person? Are they eating? Are they sleeping? Are they staying up at night? You know, you gotta look for the signs. You people that are weathering through this, you got to look for the signs. One of the signs for me was I was watching TV and I was watching commercials and crying at commercials. I saw a Great Adventure commercial and started crying. And my friend said, well, what are you crying for? And I said, I don't know. I don't know. And I couldn't stop crying. There was a day where I could not stop crying. I was crying all day. Why? I didn't know why. But when I went to see a therapist, I found out why. When I saw a doctor, I found out why. And that's when I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression. And I saw a clinical psychologist who gave me the correct medications that I needed. And I saw a therapist once a week. And that therapist gave me the tools that I needed to deal with me. Everything that I needed to deal with me. And here I am today. And I'm not saying that it's all over and that it's not hard, because it is. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard for my husband sometimes to deal with me.
Honey, it's hard for me to deal with what's going through my head right now, and I'm really trying.
Yeah. It's hard.
Jesus knows I'm trying.
It's hard.
And I'm just sitting here saying, Jesus, keep my mental capacity stable right now, because I'm going to go after somebody and I'm not going to stop until I'm done.
Well, let's not do it here.
I'm not.
Let's not do it here.
I'll make a Joseph rant and read them for dog shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do it. Ain't nobody going to stop me doing that. You want to play? Then let's play. You want to play? We going to play. We're going to play on Joseph Rants. Because, see, Joseph Rants ain't this platform. That's where I can say whatever I want, however I want. And today, Joseph Rants is going to be a whole mouthful of something you're going to regret. Because I know you're watching. I know you're on the rocks. I see the 2 thumbs down. You want to send people in my chat? I got you, boo.
Yes, but you see, life is about more than just this. It's about more than just this.
Those are people with mental issues that are sitting back jealous because they can't be who we are. That's the problem.
But Joseph,
that's the problem in a nutshell. And jealousy is a mental disability as well.
That takes a back seat. That takes a back seat to what's going on now. We really need to have this discussion.
Jealousy is a mental disability.
I know, but we need to that situation with them should take a back seat to what we're dealing with now.
I'm trying.
We're in the midst. We're in the midst of people. You know, at this time of year is when the most suicides happen. We're in the midst of that, you know, and that's why listen, guys. As human beings, we owe one another respect. We need to learn how to respect one another. This is ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we can't come over to this forum and be friends and help one another and love one another and respect one another. It really is. It's sad. It really is. And I'm tired of it. I really am. I'm tired of it. Go ahead and do your rant.
No. That's later on Joseph Rants. This has nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know me. It's bubbling from my feet to my head. And I'm just trying to bring it down to a low simmer. I'm trying to bring it down to a low simmer. Because they don't know who they fucking with. And that's just weird. But I'm trying to bring it down to a low simmer. I am. But let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how my favorite show is now put on pause, and I was excited to see it come back. But this is another thing that's going on in the world that y'all, a lot of you people think that ain't real, and that's coronavirus. Why are you on the screen?
Yes, I can get it.
So we need to talk about something else that's going on in the world that people are acting like and pretending like it's not happening, and that's coronavirus. Coronavirus is very real. My favorite, I don't even watch TV for real, and the one show that I watch the most has now. I was excited because I said, "Oh, it's coming back on," and now they put it on pause because a lot of the cast members have the coronavirus, and that is sisters.
Right.
A large majority of the cast of sisters has coronavirus, so they had to put the whole production on pause because they started recording, and I guess Tyler Perry is doing tests before everybody comes on set, and a large majority of the cast has coronavirus. Now, the scary part is they probably didn't even know it because I'm sure they wouldn't have showed up for work if they knew they had the coronavirus. So that's just a lesson that a lot of people are not even getting symptoms and signs of having coronavirus. And y'all don't want to wear masks. Y'all want to be sitting up in parties. Y'all want to be going out to restaurants and stuff and eating. And it's still not safe. It's still not safe to do that because now a lot of people are not even having symptoms of coronavirus. Or they're not getting the symptoms until way later down the line. So we have to take this thing seriously. And they're about to use your kids as guinea pigs. They're threatening the schools that if they don't open back up, that they are not going to fund them. I know there's a lot of people that don't have a choice but to send their kids back to school because they're working. And, you know, that's what they're used to. Their whole schedule is my kids go to school, I go to work, and then I have somebody take care of them. But if you don't have to and your kids go homeschool, keep them home. They are using your children as guinea pigs to see what happens. I just read where a sleepaway camp, all 250 kids plus the counselors all got coronavirus. All of them. And I forgot what state it was, but they're using that because the state that they were in, the state is using that to try to keep the schools closed because if 250 kids got it at sleepaway camp, what's going to happen when they all go back to school?
You know,
it only takes one child to have coronavirus.
You know, Stephen King wrote about this, right?
Yeah.
You know, did y'all know Stephen King wrote a book about this whole situation? And it didn't, I'm telling you, it didn't turn out good. It didn't turn out good in Stephen King's book. The title of the book is called The Sting. You know, pull it up.
If you don't have to send your kids back to school, don't do it. Let them homeschool. If you have to do it, then you gotta do what you gotta do. It's just the reality of life. You have to do what you gotta do, but you need to instill in your kids to make sure that they do what they have to do to stay safe. I don't know how these little kids are gonna do it. These younger kids, I mean older kids, you can try to instill in them and scare them, don't take off your mask, but kindergarten kids and preschool kids, there's no way. There's no way those little kids are going to keep those masks on. And when you have high school kids, they want to kiss on each other. They're going to have boyfriends and girlfriends.
They want to have sex.
It's too much. It's too much right now.
Yeah.
If I had kids, the safety of my kids would be my first priority. But like if I had to work and stuff, I'm not going to quit my job because if I quit my job, then my kids can't eat. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's like a double-edged sword. You want your kids to be safe, but at the same time, I gotta work because I gotta make sure my kids are okay. I gotta make sure they eat. I gotta make sure they have clothes. I gotta make sure we got a roof over our head. So it's like a double-edged sword. And I feel for parents that have to go through that and single moms that have to go through that. And they have no choice but to send their kids back to school. These
people don't talk to their Congress. They don't talk to their congressmen.
It's just sad that they using these kids as guinea pigs. You won't open a gym, but you want to open a school. You won't open a bar, but you want to open a school. You won't let grown adults that know to keep on the mask go back to doing things that we do, but you want to open a school with kids that we know damn well ain't going to listen to nothing. They're using these kids as a guinea pig. To see what's going to happen. And I guarantee you, if too many school systems and too many kids get coronavirus, it's going to be, oh, we didn't know this was going to happen. And they're going to shut them right back down. And you're going to be right back at square one with your kids sitting home all the time home.
Now I believe what these conspiracy theorists have been saying. I believe this. I believe that Georgia Rosetta Stone and Stone Mountain. I believe it. I believe now these conspiracy theorists kind of getting it right. They're getting it right. Because it doesn't sound right for kids to be going back to school. I really don't agree with that.
I think, I don't care what nobody say. I firmly believe it was man-made. I firmly think they thought it was going to take out people that were sick and old people, and it worked in reverse. It's getting young people. It's getting people in their 30s and their 20s, and the people they thought it was going to take out, it's not taking them out. Because, see, they didn't think that through. You got to realize a person that has cancer, a person that is sick, a person like me on dialysis, or a person that may be HIV positive, you have to realize their body is constantly fighting disease. So introducing a coronavirus is just another disease that their body now has to fight. Not saying they won't get sick, but their body is used to constantly fighting. You're getting people who are not used to being sick, who are used to being well, who are exercising, who are these are the people that are dying because their bodies are not used to this. Here come a foreign substance, and their bodies can fight them off because they well. But guess what? The coronavirus is strong, or they don't even think they're sick. They running around with a little tickle in the throat and not knowing nothing's wrong. And they didn't think this through. I don't care what nobody said. They're using this as a form of population control. And as soon as they hit a number and they say, oh, we got rid of enough people, magically it's going to disappear, or magically they're going to come up with a way to fix it. Until they get to the number, whatever number they're looking for, it's not. It's watch. I promise you. Just like the Spanish flu. As far as I know, they ain't come up with a cure. It just magically disappeared. Same thing with it just magically disappeared. Hell, this could be the Spanish flu all over again. We don't know. They call it coronavirus. Because who really ain't that many people that was alive when the Spanish flu happened. In China? Everywhere else, they seem to be okay, except in America. You don't hear on the news this person is dying in Russia, this person is dying in Italy, this person is dying in Sweden, this person, these many people died over in Japan and China and in Denmark. You don't hear none of that no more. Yeah, but in the beginning you did. You know what really but then again, that's why you need to vote in November. Yes, what really got me was how the doctors, now if you guys remember, if you guys remember when we were watching the news back in January and February, the doctors predicted, oh, well, it's going to go down. They did in this month, we're going to have these numbers and everything is going to be okay. And then there's going to be another big surge in August and September. And look at what's happened. These doctors have predicted, when the surges are going to be. And it raises the question. It does raise a question, like, how do they know that? How do they know that? I agree with you, but those are the people that really need to keep their kids home. Those are the people that really need to keep their kids home. Even with the ones that are on public assistance and can sit home all day. But we all know those are going to be the first ones to send their kids to school. And let's think about it. What's going to happen in the inner cities when these kids go back to school? Nobody's going to care about that. Nobody, and it's just real. Nobody's going to care about all the little black kids in the ghetto dying from coronavirus because they went back to school. Well, let it be some Ivy League school. All of a sudden, in Bergen County, New Jersey, we got to shut down the schools because it's a problem. But as long as it's inner city schools and little ghetto black kids dying, it's going to be, it's no big. Oh, they should have kept on their masks. Oh, they didn't listen to what we said. Oh, they didn't do. They'll make excuses all day long. But let it be some little Ivy League school in Princeton. Let it be some little Ivy League school in New York City. Then all of a sudden it's going to be shut down the schools because it's not safe. It's not safe. But I got to give Governor Cuomo his props. Governor Cuomo, I got to give him his props because he is not having it. Yeah, that's why I chose Princeton, because Jersey is opening the schools. Yeah, you already know governor is not where Princeton is and who live out there, and it only takes for them to get sick and start dying for them to become an epidemic and a problem. Yeah, our governor. But the next city over in Camden, when they start, it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be a situation because all of those are just inner city black kids, so it'll be okay. But see, when it reaches Princeton, it's going to you be a problem. Yeah. You can't even come to New York. You can't even come to New York without a good excuse. You get a $10,000 fine. You get a $10,000 fine if you come to New York from one of the places that are hot on coronavirus and you don't quarantine for 14 days. And you have to quarantine. When you come back, many of us walking around with $10,000. Right. Like we want to go to New Jersey to visit our family, but we can't
because if in order for us to do that, we have
Casey ain't gonna open her door. She gonna look at this as an emergency. Well, y'all talk to me through the door.
Right.
Well, I'll come
what sense do that make?
What
We,
sense?
we have to quarantine for 14 days if we come back in. Once we come back home, we have to quarantine for 14 days separately.
Because even though we're in New York State, it's still the same difference as New York. So we then have to quarantine ourselves because now, you know, because now they're getting people that are driving places. You know, people are smart. They're not flying. They're driving where they want to go. So now they paying attention to what people are doing because that's how people are bringing coronavirus back and forth. Because they want to go to Florida and they want to go to what you call it, beach in North South Carolina. They want to go to Myrtle Beach. They want to go to Maryland.
Even Q was talking about Virginia Beach, how she really want to take her kids to the beach, and she just said, I'm not doing that. Y'all, you got to make that decision to just stay in the house. I know, trust me when I tell you. I know. You got to find something to occupy your time. Me and my husband, you know why we get along? You know why we get along? Because he stay on his space, and I stay in his favorite spaces in the living room. My favorite space is being right here in the studio. I be doing stuff. I be DJing. I be trying to make our platform better. I be trying to make sure the mics work and all that other stuff. I had to find me something to goddamn it do.
No, but
sometimes I even go outside in the back. In the back, we don't have a big backyard. We have a garage. But I like my grill. I like my grill and pull it right back into my garage. And I have me and Joseph go outside. We have us a cute little barbecue, and that's it. But you got to find something to occupy your time. Stay your ass home. This is what I want people to understand. Stay home.
A wash if you make it.
No, you
ain't got it. First of all, me and Tramel, this is what we have planned to do anyway. And it just gave us out. We both said this year we were going to work on our YouTube platform. When it came to Facebook, we had the people, we had the viewers, we had everything. People would come as soon as we went live. It was what it was. But our dream was to be on YouTube. So we said this year we were gonna work on our YouTube channel. And guess what happened? Corona happened. So we had what excuse we have now? We before we had excuses. In 2019, let's go here, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. So by the time it was coming to do YouTube, it was like, it can wait, let's just go live on Facebook. Because we don't have that many people on YouTube, no way. And blah, 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 blah. But look at what happened when we focused here. Look at what happened when we focused here. Everything happened. Y'all always say you wish you had time. You ain't got nothing but time. You have nothing but time. But y'all not using the time wisely. Because all you doing now is complaining that you don't.
Well, they're using it wisely from 11 o'clock until we get off. You're using that time wisely. Of course. I'm glad that we're glad. We are so glad that you're here. We are so glad that you're here, but we want you guys to be okay. We want you to be okay. In the grand scheme of things, we wish that we can be on the, because usually we're on the road doing what we do right here in front of the camera. We're motivating. We're inspiring, right, Joseph?
Yeah.
We're talking about different things, and we're sharing our story of love with people.
And you know what?
But right now we can't.
No, but even though, and I'm gonna say this because I'm not going off track when I say this. You know, even though, like just a little while ago, there was a troll in here trying to provoke it. You know what? I'm human. It's normal, but I move on. I don't have time. I don't care. And you're gonna get that. If you're a content creator, you're gonna get it. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get trolls. They're gonna come in and whatever. So I don't let that. It bothers me.
I don't even know how to address that whole thing. That's why I just
yeah, right. It just because at a certain point it just becomes you pressed.
Take you big.
And when you too pressed and you show that you pressed, then you pressed. You real pressed by my presence. You pressed by our presence. You see that picture right there? That will never be good. Ever. No matter how hard you try. It won't. So no matter, you can send 30 people in here, you can send 40 people in here looking for you and wanting you to be part of our platform. It will never happen.
You have, bottom line, you had that opportunity, and you're the one that wanted to move on. So it
will never happen. So keep sending them, and they'll just keep. Our moderators block. They block. I got a text from one of the moderators. Block them. I had already did it. So my moderators are on point. They know, they see,
Shout out to
they
our
pay
moderators.
attention. Shout out to our moderators. They on point. They do what they do.
And speaking of that, we are going to have, guys, we're going to have a coronation this month. We're having a coronation for NQ's World and also for Medina Jaden, because Medina Jaden and Q's and NQ's World are the first queens to be crowned in the McRae Kingdom. So we will have a coronation this month. I will announce the date when we will do that. It will be very soon. I'll have that date for you guys next week. You just have to have a meeting and figure out some things with our team on that. That's our team. I love saying our team. You know why? Because we didn't have no team last year. Nope. We have a team. We have an advisor. We have a team. We have management. We have all these great things. All these great things happening. That's why I told you, you don't have to respond to these people. No, because God is good. Let me tell you something.
I think what the problem is, people think we just popped up on the scene. What they don't know is that we've been sitting here for 2 years. It's just y'all ain't never know we was here.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. A lot of people think we just popped up and bang, here was the McRae Kingz, and that's not true. You can go back to the videos we have on there and see they were posted in 2017, 2018. And, well, really, 2018, not in 2017, 2018. So we've been here for a minute. Mm-hmm. It's just, we decided, like I said, we had nothing but time. Y'all say, you want to write a book, you want to exercise, you want to this, you want to that. Take the time to do it now. You have nothing but time. But y'all don't want to use the time. You complain for it. You wanted it. You said, if I had the time, I'd do this. Oh, and this is what we talked about yesterday. Yeah. This is just what we talked about yesterday. How you make excuses for your success. Mm-hmm. You wanted time, and now you have nothing but time. But now you're complaining that you got too much time. Mm-hmm. So make up your mind.
It's time to get on the ball, because you don't know when all this is going to be over, which you're going to have to go back to. Your life is not going to be, and that's another thing, people understand this and accept this. Life is not going to be
what it was, because they're realizing that a lot of things they thought was necessary.
It's not.
Ain't necessary, because it's happening without you having to leave your house. It's happening without you. It's just happening like a FaceTime video.
Jobs, anything, just not going to be the way it used to be. It's not. It's not going to. If you're thinking that it's going to be that way, then you're sadly mistaken.
Hey, Hummingbird.
You are sadly mistaken. Life is going to be totally different. And you need to get with the program. I'm telling you, you need to get with the program. And you want to have your mental health on point. You want to have everything that you need to have, all your ducks in a row. So when this thing comes up, you're prepared to get back out there into the world. Don't think that you're just going to walk out there and everything's going to be the same.
A lot of jobs,
it's like living in a big plastic bubble. Remember that movie?
What happens too is a lot of jobs realize people are working from home.
Right.
And I know I started working with a company from home. And the reason why they did it was, even your old job, Comcast, started letting people work from home because you know why? They didn't have to pay all that insurance for people sitting and doing it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of you that are working from home, you're probably never going back into the office again, because they realize they don't have to pay. They can pay you less because you don't need gas. Mm-hmm. You don't need. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of them will start paying your internet bills and part of your electric bills, because that's for business, and then you can use it as a tax write-off because you're working from home. Right. So a lot of things are going to change, because a lot of people are realizing it's easier for you to stay home and do your job, especially if you're showing up at work every day and doing your job the amount of time you're supposed to do it, and you're sitting at home. There's no need for you to come back in that building, especially if all y'all are doing it. It really ain't no need for you to come back in that building, and they can sell it and make money and leave all of y'all home. Yeah. And just tell y'all, meet us at the hotel, in the hotel grand room for a meeting, and everybody just go to the hotel.
Or Zoom meeting.
Zoom meeting like they're doing now.
Yeah. And then, the other thing is that there are going to be more people in the workplace. There are going to be more people in the workplace to disable. Right. Us to disable. They may tell us we have to go back to work.
I did customer service all my life.
It ain't nothing. It's going to be more. The competition is going to be high.
Whoever. Mm-hmm. What I'm doing, sitting here talking. Mm-hmm. So it opens doors for other people that couldn't maybe be mobile or couldn't get out of the house or is in a wheelchair and just can't go to work now to work from home when these jobs open up and start saying, okay, well, you can work from home. So it's going to be, y'all think that everything is going to go back to normal. No, the club will go back to normal. The bar will go back to normal. Restaurants will go back to normal. But everyday life is going to be a little different. Because people are going to realize, well, I don't really need them to do this because they were doing it before without being here. And y'all got to be ready for that. Y'all got to be ready for that. And I think, like I said, a lot of you asked for this time. A lot of you wanted this time.
And you got it.
Now you got it and you don't want it. Now you got it and you want to be back into the world the way it was. So make up your mind.
You got people protesting to go back to work.
I get it. I get it because you need the money.
No, you know why? Because they damn kids getting on their damn nerves. That's why. That's why. Because let's be real, Joseph. They damn kids getting on their damn nerves. I want to get away from these badass goddamn kids and go back to goddamn work.
But I think a lot of people didn't believe that their kids were little rotten monsters like people were telling them.
And they finding out that they are. That they're little demon seeds.
They see the monsters that
they raise. Seeds of Chucky.
And they can't deal
with it. I'm not saying all of them, because there's some kids out here that are very good, very, very well mannered.
All of them. I'm talking about
there's some kids out here that will shake your whole house. Okay? It will shake your whole house. Those of us up outside on the goddamn porch. Just shake your whole house.
Y'all ready to go back to work? That was your sanctuary.
That was your sanctuary.
To get away.
To get away. Some people didn't even know their children. Some people, some of them didn't even know their children's name.
You need to take the time right now to get to know your kids.
Yeah. And what's in their head?
Because you working all day long and them going to school all day long.
Because kids kill too. They kill. Kids wait till you go to sleep at night and they'll come upstairs with a butcher knife in their kids.
Now you have no time but to get to know your children, but a lot of y'all don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to take that show. You ever seen that sit and get with your kids? You ever seen that show Killer Kids?
Kids kill too. They love killing their parents. Take their cell phone away from them.
About what kids kill their parents.
Take their cell phones away from them and see what happens to you. They will plan your death. They will. I've seen it. Them twins in Georgia that killed their mama and then went to the mall. Kids kill. Some of them do. Some of them kill. They got a show on A&E called Killer Kids. Watch it. This is the time for you to get to know your kids and know what's in their head. What's in their head? Since a lot of parents don't know what's inside their children's head.
Right, we're showing the seeds of Chucky.
Yes. A lot of people don't know what's in their kids' heads. They don't know. They don't take this time out to understand. There was a young man. Hold on. There was a young man in Florida that killed his girlfriend. He was 11 years old. He killed the girl that he considered his girlfriend because he heard that she was cheating on him. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Y'all need to know what's going on inside your child's head. If you love your child. And listen, I talk to people. They got kids. This schoolwork, half of these parents don't even know what the heck. One parent told me the algebra, I don't even know nothing about no damn algebra. What the hell is that? And trying to teach it, I know it's hard. You got to go back to school. In order to teach your kids.
My niece showed me the math. I'm like, what the hell is that?
She better not ask me.
The way they teach
she better not ask me. First of all, girl, you getting left back. 9 + 7, I had to sit there and figure it out on my fingers.
Yeah. The way they teach them how to add that, I'm like, I looked at my niece and said, what the hell is that? Because my sister told her, show Uncle JoJo what they got you doing.
You getting left back.
And I'm looking like, why would they make these kids do all of this when they could just sit there and go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They got them adding zeros and plus and ones and minus and 2. I'm like, who does this?
I'm going to say, here, baby, go on outside on the porch and I'll bring you a sandwich and you get home.
And then I bet a lot of y'all even pay this any attention to kids. Do you realize that your kids can't find their name because they stopped teaching them how to write in script? They didn't even teach kids how to write in script.
They teach them. They took it out.
They took it out of the curriculum.
Yeah.
All they know how to do is print.
Yeah.
So when somebody tells your child to find their name, they're gonna just write it.
They're gonna print it.
They're gonna print it because they
unless
don't know how to write
them at home.
Me and my sister did, and then she taught my niece.
Remember?
She taught my niece how to write a script. So now my niece can sign her name because my sister felt that was the dumbest thing she ever saw in her life, that they wasn't going to teach her how to write a script. Like, how do you not? How are your kids going to sign their names? But a lot of parents don't even know that because they're not paying attention to what the school is doing. So if you don't teach them how to write, they're gonna, first of all, if you write something in the script, they're gonna look at you like, what is that? What does that say? Because they're not gonna understand it.
Right.
So some of y'all better find out
who made that decision and why.
Because what happened, the school curriculum did. My thing is, and parents are probably just thinking that the kids are writing in regular letters, not writing in script, because they don't realize that their kids don't know how to even do it because the school curriculum took it out. So y'all better find out.
Some of these parents want to make it so easy for their child
how to write in script so that you can teach them, so that they know how to sign their name when they get older. Because a lot of parents don't even know that they took it out the curriculum because they see the homework and they just think that the kids are printing. They don't know that the kids can't even write script.
Yeah, see, in Q's world said, she said, well, she write personal, kids are like, what's that?
Right, because they're not teaching them. And they don't have no plans on teaching them how to do it. So if you don't teach your kids how to sign their name, they'll never be able to sign their name. They're only going to know how to print their name. And I think that is the dumbest thing on the planet. Like, why are they dumbing down the kids? They dumbing them down.
Yeah. Ask your kids what's going on.
Even like with my niece.
Like
they don't, my niece's school don't believe in having like the smart kids with each other. And so, you know, like when I was going to school, all the smart kids was in one class.
That was one of the things that made me feel.
They taught you according to your learning capabilities. So if you were really smart, all the kids that were really smart on the same level were put in one group. All the kids that were like next in line with their so forth and so on.
I totally don't.
Now, they just tell them, they group them. Go to group A, go to group B. So the group A kids don't know that they're the smartest ones in the class. And the group D kids
they find out.
Don't know. No, you know how they found? You know how my sister found out? Because she asked. She was like, "Why my daughter in some group called A?" Oh, we don't want to tell the kids that she's one of the smartest ones. Why? Why not? My sister knew good and well my niece wasn't dumb, and she gets A pluses. And if she gets a B, she has a fit. We have to talk her off the ledge. If Deja get a B, we have to talk her off the ledge. She's like, "Oh my God, I got a B." And I'm like, "Deja, it's okay, boo." "No, it's not okay, Uncle Jojo. I want an A. I want an A." And we're like, "Deja, it's okay. B is perfect. It's good. I know you wanted an A, but don't get upset over a B. That's fine." Like, she won all A's. My sister just read her report card off to me that they sent over to the high school. And my sister, she was like, "Oh my God, everything Deja had was A+. Every grade she got was an A+. And she was like, "You really are smart. I'm so impressed." Because they don't do the things that they do when we were kids. When I was in school, they would always say my mother stuff saying, "I'm an honor roll student," or "I'm this," or "I'm that," or "He's so smart," or "He got all A's," and "He did this," and "He did that." They don't do that anymore. Because they don't want one kid to feel better than the other. But life is nothing but a competition.
That's not life.
Life is nothing but a competition. When you in the work world, it's nothing but a competition. Everybody wants to be on top. And you teaching these, and this is why, going to Monica's list, this is why these kids feel entitled. And this is why these kids grow up to be and feel like they're entitled adults. Because nobody's telling them that they can't always win. Right. Nobody's telling them that they can't always lose. You have a race and you say everybody's winners and gets a trophy. That's a bunch of crap. No. Whoever came in first, whoever came in second, whoever, because
they do that shit at the Apollo, and I hate it.
Because they don't want nobody to feel left out. But at a certain point, you're teaching these kids that even if they fail, they're winners, and that's not that is. I wouldn't want my kids to learn that lesson. You messed up, you failed.
Let's go back
don't
to the
feel
drawing
bad
board. Let's go back
because
to the
everybody can't succeed all the time, and you explain that to them and tell them next time go harder. Next time, try harder. Next time, see, this is what studying for an hour a day got you. Now, maybe next time you'll listen to me and study for 2 hours a day. You know, make it an example so they next time strive harder. When I went to school, when I first went to junior high school, I hated going to school. Really, I hated it. But then when I found out that everybody got an award, a trophy for going to school every day, I was like, I want that. But by then it was too late because my ass stayed home playing sick all the time. Huh? Guess what I did for the next 2 years I was in junior high school? For both those 2 years, guess what I did? I went to school every day. And I got my trophy. And when I graduated, I got a trophy for perfect attendance for 2 years. I wish it was 3, but I got it for 2. And it was to the point where I had sprained my ankle and I went to school. And they were like, Joseph, you have to go home. Nope, I want my perfect attendance award. And then I was insistent upon hobbling around school with a sprained ankle to the point where they called my grandmother and said, you have to come get Joseph because he's really struggling. And I told attendant, I said, is this going to count against me? And he was like, no, you're here. And we know that you. I said, because I'm coming tomorrow. And they was like, Joseph, if you can't, I'm coming tomorrow. And I went to school. I wasn't playing. But that's how you have to do. When kids see something that they want, they're going to do what they have to do to get it in a positive way. Well, if they would have just gave me an attendance award sitting home, what would I have learned? I would not have learned anything. I would feel, okay, well, I can stay home whenever I want and get an award. But that wasn't the case. If I stayed home, I knew I didn't get the award. I was so upset when my friends were getting an award the first time, and I'm sitting there looking stupid, like, why I ain't get one? Why nobody told me this was even possible? I'd have brought my little ass to school every day. I'm very competitive. I want an award. I want recognition. You're going to recognize me. But if you give everybody an award, you're not giving them anything to strive for. You're not giving them anything to look forward to. You're just saying, well, you can do whatever the hell you want and still be great. And that's not true. And that goes back to Monica's message of empowerment. People, that's why a lot of these little millennials and a lot of 20-somethings feel empowered because entitled, because they feel, well, I can do whatever I want, still get whatever I want. All I gotta do is cry. All I gotta do is whine. And it can't just be one winner. Everybody has to win. Everybody has to win because that's what school is teaching them. And it's just not. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Right, there's no honor roll elementary or middle school because they don't want the other kids to feel like they're not honor roll no more. No, they took it all away because they don't want nobody to feel better than the other girl.
Well, I did not know that. I did not know that.
It's so bad when it comes to graduation. You know, my sister was ready to buy her beautiful dress. Oh no, because some of the kids can't afford that. They're just going to give them a T-shirt and she can wear shorts if she wants to. Really? So now you're teaching them that even at a graduation, they can just look like friends if they want to. In a T-shirt with a school name on, because you don't want nobody to feel better than other kids, because maybe the parents can't go out and buy a big frilly dress, but I'm sure that the little girl has something nice she can wear, and I'm sure the little boy has a dress. So she can't get dressed up. No. Her graduation day. No. They had on, when Deja graduated 5th grade, they told Tracy was ready to go and do up. Tracy's a hairdresser. You know she was about to do that hair up and buy Deja some big old frilly dress. No, oh no, Mom, here. This T-shirt is what she's gonna wear, and you can just put a pair of black shorts on her like everybody else. And they were gonna do the same thing for us because you know Deja didn't get happy there. She didn't get happy there. They were gonna do the same thing. No, Mom, wear the T-shirt and just whatever pants she wants to wear under the T-shirt. Because they don't want kids to feel another kid looks better than them. That's not right. That's not right. Is that the world we're coming to? That's the world we're coming to, where they think that you can just give kids whatever they want and first of all, I don't even see how you parents have choices the way y'all do with your kids. Because you know, growing up, my mama cooked something and I say I don't want that. Guess what she told me? Well, your little fat ass will either eat it or you'll go to bed hungry. Oh, yeah, you put your jail. My mama cooking something different because I said I didn't want food. Chef. I see y'all now. I even asked my sister when I moved in with her, she was like, Daisy, what you want to eat? And Daisy telling her, I'm like, Dad, what you cooking? I said, we know what options. Why she getting options? I know my niece wanted to punch me in the face. I know she did. I'm like, why she get options? You give her too many options. Grandma didn't give us options. Mommy didn't give us options. When would Grandma sit and make? I said, do you remember when Grandma made tuna fish and corn and rice and told us that was dinner and we had to eat that and we didn't want to? And we sat there with a frown on our face, but guess what our little fat asses did? We ate the goddamn tuna fish, corn, and rice because we knew we wasn't getting nothing out. My grandmother give you a damn egg and some rice, and you be like, where's the meat? And she goes, where does the egg come from? A chicken. What is chicken? Meat. Well, there's your meat.
Yeah.
Not kids nowadays. You try that
night sitting at the table.
Try that with a kid now.
Because I wouldn't eat my food. My father said, you going to eat it or I'm going to whip your ass out.
I want nuggets, but I'm not giving you nuggets. I
remember the kid that we videotaped? He said, no, mommy, I'm not. That's not a snack. That's not a snack. That's not a snack.
It was a cute little video.
It was.
And she made him
some lettuce.
No, she made him carrots and nuggets.
No, she made him some lettuce and she gave him some apples.
Some apples.
He said, no, mommy, that's a snack. That's
she
a
said,
snack.
no, that's your dinner. He pushed it and said no. And he had to be like 3.
He wanted chicken nuggets and he wanted fries.
He wanted chicken nuggets and fries and he refused. And she keep telling him that's your dinner.
He said, no. I can have that for a second. She gave peanut butter too. Yeah. Peanut butter with apples and carrots. Yeah, something like that. He was like, I'm not eating that, mommy.
I'm not eating that for dinner. That's a snack. That's what you give me for a snack.
She said, okay. But she gave it. She said, okay.
And she went and cooked him some nuggets and fries. And I'm sitting there like,
and it wasn't it wasn't for lunch. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning.
When they do that?
It was 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
When they do this at honey, because my mother would say, your little fat ass go sit there and eat it, and guess what? You go in the bed.
No, but it was 2 a.m. in the morning.
I don't even know.
Should have been
right.
You know what time we went to bed? Speaking of going to bed, you know what time we went to bed when I was kids? We went to bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We was in bed and I'm telling you, it was still light outside.
And then you people that got more than one kid. And then you got this kid wanting this kid wanting that, this kid wanting child. And then you got that goes off to you. And that's part of the reason why me and
then you got the mothers that move the boyfriends in. I'm gonna run away if you don't let him come and live with us, honey. I'm gonna run away. And then let the boyfriend know that at 11 years old. You don't let I'm in love with him.
Let me help you pack your bag. Matter of fact, you 11.
Now y'all see why I got no damn children.
Anyway. So, matter of fact, just go.
Now y'all see why I got no damn children. See, because in order for you to have children, you have to not be selfish. Honestly, you gotta not be selfish. You got to take everything, all your dreams and your goals and all that stuff, and put them all change it. Because it's not about you no more. It's about that little thing, that little one that's running around, whether he be a monster or an angel. It's about that little monster.
See, but I can deal with a good kid. I really can. I don't. If I have honest to God, and I'm not saying this because this is my niece. My sister would leave the house. Deja would play on her tablet. The only thing she did that would get on my nerve, and I swear it would just drive me crazy. I would say, Deja, you want something to eat? No, Jojo, I'm fine. 5 seconds, she'd be on the phone with my sister. I'm hungry, mommy. She go, Uncle Jojo didn't give you nothing to eat? No. And I just asked her before she called you if she wanted something. I said, and I would say it about my sister. I said, didn't I just ask you, did you want something to eat? You say no. Yeah. Well, why did you tell me no? I'm going to cook for you. It's not a problem. I mean, you telling mommy you want food versus either way, I got to cook it. So, well, that's all a problem. But that's the only. No, Joe. So let's be real. That's all it really wasn't a problem. I found it hilarious. She was perfect. If I had a child like that, then they acted like that all the time. It ain't no such thing. She had her moment. It ain't no such thing. Where I would tell my sister, you just not going to punch her in the face. Yeah, he going to I'm like, you just not going to punch her in the face. Yeah. I'm saying, but that's in a kid. But see, me, like when I have that feeling like you're not going to punch her in the face, I would punch my kid in the face.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't have kids, because I know me. Like, you're not going to talk to me any old kind of way.
He keeps talking about we're going to have an 11-year-old kid. That's some bullshit. I'm leaving. I'm packing my shit.
You're just not going to talk to me any old kind of way.
Packing my shit.
I know I don't have the patience.
There will be no more McRae Kingz.
I don't have, even though that psychic told me that me and Jamel.
She better shut the hell up. She better shut the hell up. You better hold.
I will embrace it if that's my journey.
No, I won't.
I will. If that's my journey,
Bye.
I will.
Bye.
But at the same time,
it'll be out on the porch.
I'm going to have to learn to contain myself. And my sister always tells me, Joe, you say that now because you don't have kids. If you have kids, you're going to get a whole different type of patience. You're going to get and she might be right. I don't have kids, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. I know I don't have kids, so I don't know. I can sit and say, oh, they don't know that ain't going to happen. No, I'm going to do this and do that. And then when I get a kid, I might let them run over me.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that shit. You have no goddamn kid.
If what that psychic told me,
I don't care. You can call Sylvia the goddamn psychic from heaven. You ain't having no damn turn.
We won't ask Sunrise.
Well, Sunrise?
She in the chat.
Sunrise.
She in the chat. And she giving us a personal reading tomorrow. So we're going to find out tomorrow if she sees what the other psychic said about the chat. That we supposed to do.
Well, Monica or Blogs and Fiction, y'all might as well get ready for a roommate.
Y'all gonna be a godmother.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming right to your house and live with you. He can stay here with the damn 10-year-old child. I ain't have no. The child, you might as well get up bail. You might as well start saving up bail money right now.
Right. If the kids
don't get to the
McRae
Kingz platform so I can get bailed out of jail. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I do not deal with kids, and it's not because I don't like kids. It's something about children. Something about them. They love me.
Right,
that's the thing I hate.
I swear, little kids.
The thing that I hate about children is that they love me. Like little boys, they come to me. They just want to be my friend.
Girls love me, and once I start playing with them rough and throwing them around, not to hurt them enough, just to play with them. And I think with little kids, it's because I'm so big. I think it's because I'm an electronic junkie. The kids like me. They want to play with all my instruments. And they, like, even my niece in the beginning, when she was little, she always said, Mom, I can go that my sister get mad. Don't throw her in the air like that. I said, I ain't doing that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. They love it. Don't touch that. Get the hell out. I tell a kid, go outside. Get outside. I play rough with them, and they love it. The boys and girls, they love it. They love when I take them and twist them around my arms and flip them. And they love it. And I think it's because I'm so big, and to them, I'm like a giant that they're looking up to. So I think it's my Didn't I tell everybody the story when I met people? Yeah. I'm going to tell it again. Once upon a time, there was a club named Traumatic. I'm going to give y'all a little I'm even going to give y'all a little metaphor. Right, and Tracy laughed because kids love me. And I'm like, oh God, all these kids. And she tell you, the first person kids run to is me. They want to talk to me. They want to ask me questions. They want everything. And I'm like, oh my God, the people want to take away from me. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a little vision. See this picture? See that? Yeah. You know what that is? You see my eyes getting they bulge up out of my goddamn. Y'all see that? Y'all see that picture? I just want to make sure that y'all see the picture. My eyes was bulging out of my head because I had just got every last one of my teeth pulled, except for me right here. Right. So after this thing I had in mind, you guys, I sat in the chair, and these dentists who was like 3 of them working on me. They were like pulling my teeth out, and they were like, I heard the crunch, and I'm telling you, some of them would come out all the way, so they break it off and pull it out. I was traumatized by the whole thing. Yeah. So after I had started to heal and stuff like that, I called him my little nephew, and we called him Buddy. Buddy was one of these little kids that his mama didn't, she didn't be him or nothing like that. Buddy could do anything he wanted to. He could fuck your house up, and you could tell his mother, she'd be like, oh well. She wouldn't even say nothing. She wouldn't even, like, if you came to her and said, oh well, he messed up my living room, he cut my living room sofa. She'd be like, all right, okay, come on, buddy, let's go.
Right. He was that kind of kid. He could say whatever he wanted to. One day he said to me, listen, one day he said to me, you are in my personal space. I can feel your breath on my face. 6 years old. So one day we went out to the mall and we stopped at Macy's and I stopped at the eyewear. And I was feeling kind of down because I had all my teeth was gone and I didn't have my dentures at that time. You have to wait at least 9 months to a year before you get dentures again. Right? So I'm walking around the mall and I'm trying all these glasses. I decided I want to go try these glasses. They left Buddy with me. They all went their own separate ways. And they left Buddy with me. Okay. So I'm sitting there and I'm at the Macy's counter and I'm trying all these shades and I'm looking in the mirror. I turned around because I was feeling good about myself, feeling myself, because that's what someone came up with. It was out at the time, feeling myself, I was feeling myself, I was feeling it. And I said to Buddy, I said, how you look? I said, how I look? I said, how I look, Buddy? He said, you look good. You look good. You look good, Uncle Tremaine. Now, all you got to do is get your teeth. Once you get your teeth fixed, Uncle Tremaine, you'll be all right. Done. Done with kids. Done with. Done with. Kids tell the real honest truth. And it be innocent. That's the problem. I can't handle it. And it be innocent. They don't really even be trying to hurt your feelings for real. They just, no, I know he wasn't trying to hurt my feelings and nothing like that. He was being, gave me his honest opinion. He was like, now you got to get your secret from you. That's all you got to do. Like even now, my niece, I got a niece, my niece, Lyric. She saw me take my teeth out one day and she could not understand. She could not understand how I took my teeth. She couldn't understand. She was like, she didn't. When she saw it, she was like, she went, look, she went. She like she was mad. Now every time she see me, I don't care where we at. We could be at a family function. We could be anywhere. Uncle Ray, take your teeth out. I want no 10-year-old. A 10-year-old is bound to anything is bound to come out of his mouth, and I'm bound to kill. These kids will call the police on you if you take their cell phone and go to the next door neighbors and say, "Yes, me. Can you get me? I need to call the police." No, this is true. My mommy took my cell phone away from me. And the police will call you. The police will come to your house and tell you, "You gotta get back to it." But I paid the bill on it. You got to give it back to it. You can't take a gift. It's a gift. You can't take it. You told him, well, then I'll break it. And he broke it right in front of him. Yeah, they ain't nothing they can do. But in a lot of states, it's like considered a gift. Now it's being considered a gift. These kids will get a lawyer. It's the kids will sue you for bringing them up there with that boy. Didn't he? Sued his parents and won. A girl sued her parents because she thought she was ugly and said they should have known their genetics would produce an ugly child. This kid sued his parents and won because they didn't raise him the way he thought he should have been raised. People are letting people sue people for the stupidest things. Like any little thing you can see somebody. And a lot of this ain't even got to do with the kid. A lot of this got to do with a lawyer saying, "Oh, you have a case." If they say they don't have a case, they can't sue nobody.
But these lawyers are telling these kids they have cases for everything. They want to be emancipated. You ain't got to be emancipated. Bitch, get out of my house.
It's like that on the over.
It's just that
on the over. The first lady's daughter, I would be wearing her ass. I'm sorry. She deserved everything she did. I beat that bitch. I beat that bitch with a bat. I beat that bitch with a bat. I beat that bitch with a bat. Bam! I will be wearing her ass out. And that little son with his little perverted ass. You see what he done? He done killed that girl. He walks around the White House with no clothes on, playing with his little thing. Yeah, man, sister. Well, you know Tyler Perry is bowing. Tyler Perry, he's just selfish and he's just selfish.
No, it's not selfish. It's
yes,
that they got the corona. Yeah, you can't take half the cast of the corona because the ones that are well known get the corona too. I mean, I don't think that's selfish. I think that's smart that he tested them.
Yeah.
And found out that they had a corona. Because I'm sure if they showed up for
work,
well,
he need to put the oval back on them. He need to work with the ones that ain't got it. He should have been doing the has and have nots. At least that would have been on. But he's so dumb.
Right, and you didn't say anything to learn in court.
Yeah, that's why I messed with him. I heard one of NQ's kids yesterday when she was in that car. Now, y'all, if y'all ain't never seen NQ's world, her whole aura just changed. She go from this to this. Her whole aura just changes.
I don't want no McDonald's hat.
Them kids had talked her into. She had just gave them dinner. And somehow, Q said, I don't even know how I did. I don't even know how. But somehow, I ended up at McDonald's. And I don't even like McDonald's.
She had just finished her sushi. She had just finished her sushi.
Yeah. But did y'all see her attitude? She was like, she said, y'all didn't guess what she said? She said, they're up at, they go to sleep at sunrise and they're up at sunrise. And I don't know how they do. And I don't know how they do that. The whole time she was in that car, I'm sure was jumping around. I don't know how you do it.
You know, it was funny because Chanel said, all those little kids, I can't.
She got 3. She got 3. How many kids got you? What else she got 3?
How many kids? I know she got an older child.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. If you got 1.
She said they may be calling
Yeah, if you got 1. Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
She was going to train us for something.
I'm ready to send his more ass.
She got 4 kids and 1 is girl. I know 1 is 22.
Can I ask you something? How did you bump your head?
Okay, Angel, I'll check it out.
How did you bump your head? How did you bump your head? You got 1 that's hard.
I know she said all that, but the oldest is 22.
How did you bump your head? You survived 1. And you got 4. See, it's like my sister. My sister got 10 kids. 10. She got 10. And now she's taking care of all grandkids. They just drop them off. They don't even say nothing. They just drop them off there. My man goes to the club. They drop them off. We're in quarantine. They drop them off. My sister got all her grandkids with her right now. I guarantee you that. All of them. And she loved it. Don't get me wrong. My sister is a very nurturing mother. You know, I'll speak to that after no more. She's a very good mother. She was a very good mother with 10 kids. She took care and raised every last one. I raised her for a little. I raised her for a little while. But my sister raised each and every individual one of her kids. She didn't take them to daycare. She didn't let nobody babysit them. She raised her kids. There's some mothers out there that just are like that. You know, some others that are just like that. My sister, she just raised her kids. She raised her own kids. So I had to teach her a lesson. I let the kids in the house by themselves. Did I tell you that story too? I'm going to tell you that story again. See, this is why you don't want to leave it sharing. My sister used to always depend on me to watch her kids. watch her kids. I got sick and tired of her. I couldn't do nothing. I was living with her at the time, but I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't make no plans to go nowhere, no nothing. Here she is, she ain't got no damn job. I'm working, but I got to work. I got to babysit her kids. So one day, I had an opportunity to go to a Janet Jackson concert. I told my sister, she asked me, could you babysit my kids? I want to go to New York. I had to go to New York. I had to make a run. She used to sell like scarves and stuff and so on. And she wanted to go down to the building to get her some scarves. And I said, okay. I said, but you need to be there for me because I'm going to see the Janet Jackson at the time she called. You don't get that opportunity all the time. I had a little seats to see Janet. So my sister, she decided that she ain't gonna come back. Like she always do. She always, I saw her come on, you be back at such and such time. She never came back on time. I said, look, fix her ass this time. It was 6, 7, 8, 9 of them in the house. One baby, one newborn. She had just, no, actually was 10. She had one newborn. I left. I said, I'm gonna fix her. I left all those kids. I left all of them. They could take care of. I left them all in the house by themselves. When my sister got home, she called my mother. And my mother tried to curse me out about it. I said, oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. I was done. I was done. I was done. You're not gonna do that to me no more. You're gonna do that to me no more. I left them right in the house. Yes, and I'm saying it proud. I left them right in the house because you know what? My sister never asked anybody, me or anybody, to watch her kids ever again. She was just like a little duck. Little duck. She used to have her kids on the bus everywhere she went. She had her little kids on the bus, and they all had their little book bag, and she had them in line in size of order. Everywhere she went after that. She looked at me. The next time she saw me, she looked at me like I had 3 heads. But she never left the kids for nobody else. Am I really, really proud of that? No. Am I proud that I had to teach her a lesson that way? No, but I had to teach her a lesson. It was I'm not the father. The father, he in jail. He going up there every month and sending him clothes and carrying on. And I'm the one that bears the brunt of taking care of. No. I left him right there. And I would, if I had it to do all over again, I'd have done it early. I'd have done it soon. That's my only regret is that I didn't do it soon. Because she learned her lesson. Then she learned her child. She wouldn't even go to the store. She would have asked somebody else. You can watch my kids when I go to the store. And she would go to the store and come right back. Right back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's all we got for y'all today. It's time for lunch.
Yeah, sushi.
You go right in.
The King's World made me some sushi.
Yeah, I don't
most of her sushi was cooked.
I like it raw. I don't do sushi.
I want some sushi.
Like sushi. Here's some cooked sushi. I want no damn cooked sushi. You know I'm messing.
You don't like shrimp?
Yeah.
Okay, get
I
shrimp.
don't want no damn shrimp. The shrimp is the roaches of the sea.
I'm trying to make up your mind. One minute you want shrimp, the next minute you don't want shrimp. You want shrimp, you don't want shrimp. Make up your mind.
I don't like your tone. It sounds very, very fresh.
It should.
Yes, you have to endure and put up with a self-entitled, spoiled, bougie bitch. Please make sure you're watching us on all social media platforms. Of course, you guys know that we. Okay, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to our channel. You want to see more of the McRae Kingz. And Prince Joe Mel. They gotta see Prince Joe Mel. I think he had Joe Mel. You know,
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Of course, subscribe to us here on YouTube. Make sure you come back tonight for Q&A with the Kings featuring Sunrise. She's actually in the chat. I don't know if she's still there. It's funny about healing. That is her page on Facebook. Make sure you go and like and subscribe to
yes.
Facebook.
And watch a video from last night.
A video from last night was amazing. Again, be prepared tonight if you want to have your little wigs on, have your little makeup on, and be ready. We're going to bring you on with Sunrise. So,
Yes.
be ready. We're excited. She's excited. And we will see you back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for Q&A with the Kings featuring Sunrise. And on that note, make sure you have a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you later. As always, working love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And always remember, it's team. Always remember. Yeah. So, no, you.